Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Money Pop Podcast. I am the CEO. I am the president. I am the host. I am him. They call me Moss Money. And what we're talking about today is Sixers, Sixers, and Sixers. I don't give a goddamn right now about the Phillies and how we all feel about the Phillies right now. I know some of y'all are ready to jump over the goddamn Walt Whitman, but relax. It's good. It's only 2 games. It's only 2 games, so I'm not sweating it. But today we are talking big time. Damn, still can't get rid of this cough. Big time Sixers news. Big time Sixers game. Our home stretch of the regular season to see what our seating is going to be like for the NBA playoffs 2023. And we got some bets today. And of course, we got some bets today. That's the name of the game. That's the name of the show. So let's get right into it. So right now, the Sixers are third in the Eastern Conference. I'm going to ask you, boys and ladies, and anybody under the age of 18 who shouldn't be watching this show because I do curse a lot. Here's the poll question: will the Sixers finish third in the Eastern Conference? Agree or disagree? Drop it in the comments. Go ahead, let me know. Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter. Talk to me. Because I looked at the schedule this morning. I looked at all schedules. I looked at the Bucks schedule, I looked at the Celtics schedule, and I looked at our schedule. So I have a good sense, or at least I feel like I have a good sense of what this is going to look like moving forward. And for me, I'm going to agree with the poll. I don't think the needle moves anymore. I would like it to. I think we can play spoiler right now because the Bucks just got blown out by the Celtics by like fucking 50 points. And that's no bullshit. That's just no cap. So they excuse me, they lost by 50. We have, I believe, 5 games left. Other teams, I believe the Celtics have 4 games left. And no, I think everybody has 5 games left, but the Celtics have the easier schedule. And out of their 5, 4 of them at home. So Celtics can actually catch the Bucks. Actually, you know what? Let me bring it up. Because, pitchers, I like pitchers, right? We all like pitchers. I don't want to sit here and just rap and talk and you just guys look at me talking. Let me bring up the ESPN real quick and show you guys what I'm talking about. It'd be easy to kind of drop down on the poll question. And don't worry, I'm going to get to the bets because we're going to break down the game too. So if you're here just for the bets, I appreciate you jumping on as always. Show the boys some love. Hit the follow. Hit the subscribe. If you're new to the channel, if you're not, you already know what to do. Hit the like button. It costs you nothing. But here's the schedule. Here's the conference right now. So Boston's about a game and a half back, and we're 4 games back. We're not going to catch any of these 2. We could catch Boston, but Boston's schedule's so soft. I think Boston wins outright. They're starting to heat up going into the playoff run. And then we have us and then the Bucks. So there's a big game because we play both these teams in the next 2. So we play Milwaukee and then we play the Celtics. And then I think we have a back-to-back right in the middle of that. Maybe Toronto or something. I forget the last. We're going to have to look at it real quick. But what we really want is we definitely want to beat the Bucks today, right? The line is at 5 right now, 5.5. Tough call right now. The Sixers are 2-1 against the Bucks. They beat them at home, obviously in a big game. If you guys watched the last game, 133-30. James had like 39, 8, and 9. Huge game by Harden. What the Harden that we expect to have in those big moments. Had 2 crucial threes. I remember the shot clock was going down in one part, and he had a big 3 to put us up. I think maybe 2 at that time, and then Embiid pick and roll. It was just beautiful how they finished the game and the way we should expect your stars to play and finish big games in those big moments. But going back here, I don't like our matchup against Boston. I had a show about this already. If you haven't checked it out, go ahead and check it out back on A2D Radio, YouTube. I don't think we can beat Boston in 7 because I don't think we can beat Boston in Boston. We need to have home advantage against Boston to have a chance against Boston. That's just my humble opinion. But I think that we can beat the Bucks. We match up pretty well against the Bucks, and I think we can beat the Bucks in 7, even if the Bucks have home court advantage. So Boston could catch Milwaukee, especially if we beat the Bucks today. Boston wins out, and everybody else goes 3-1 or 4-1 in the rest of their regular season games. So that's the scenario, and I don't know if Doc is looking at psychology that far ahead. Is he taking one game at a time? Because seeding is everything. We got to get out of the second round, B. Like, we got to get out of the second round for this thing to have any type of legs. Because if we don't, they're going to blow it up. Doc's probably gone. Harden probably might walk as well. Something's got to change because you can't, what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again and getting the same result. So something's got to change. And I think everybody's on. I looked at the injury report. Everybody's on today. Everybody's playing today. No injury report, even though we know those guys are kind of hurt, the Achilles, the calf, all that stuff. Oh, man, it's tough. But I think the Sixers will win today. I really do. I think the Sixers will win today. Oh, such a big win today, because if they win and Celtics win out, Celtics have the head-to-head 2-1 against the Bucks. So they'll take over the first seed. The Bucks drop to 2. And right now, we play Brooklyn right now if the playoffs ended right now. So it would just be these 2 seedings. I don't think anything changed in these seedings. I don't think Atlanta wants to drop down to 9. I got to play on Atlanta and Dallas today as well. I'll let you know about that coming up. But I think the Sixers have to win today. If I was betting it, I'm not betting the game. I got to play a prop. That's my best bet of the day. But I'm not mad at the money line Sixers today. I'm really not mad at the money line Sixers today. Bucks in a must win. It's a bounce back game, losing to a divisional opponent by 40. You need to come out. You can't lose 2 in a row if the Milwaukee Bucks, especially at home. But if you're the Sixers, you got to have this game. And you have confidence that you can beat this team, especially beat this team in Milwaukee. You got to have this game. I would bet the plus 5.5 if I was betting this game. I don't mind people who want to take the money line on this one, but it's going to be a tough game. It's really going to be a tough game. But the way I see it, you need to win this game to drop Milwaukee to 2, so you'll see them in the second round instead of seeing Boston in the second round, which you do not want to see. You do not want to see Boston in the second round right now, because that's the way it's going to fall. All the favorites should win and their respective playoff matchups, and then you get the 2-3 and probably 1-4 matchup after the dust kind of settles. You don't want to do that. You want to see the Milwaukee Bucks at 2. So Doc, I would think, knows that, and this team and this staff knows that. I think the team knows that as well, to get the better matchup and then go all in against Boston in the Eastern Conference Finals. But we'll see. We'll see. So let me go back to some of the comments, man. Let's see. I agree to the poll. What up, Jake? Hey, I like that. El Presidente. Let's go. Robbie, what's up, bro? True, Chris. Yeah, we're staying at 3. We're staying at 3. You know what I mean? It was a shot in the dark to look at it, but we're staying at 3. I agree. Agreed to the poll. It's too little, too late for the Sixers unless the ultimate class. Facts. Yeah, that's exactly what I said, Chris. Hopefully the Bucks drop to 2. I doubt it because the Sixers play Bucks better. Sixers won't beat either. They'll probably see. I think we can beat the Bucks in a 7-game series, though. For sure. Bubba, I need the Sixers to go 4-1 in our last 5. Bet 50 to win, 125 to get the 55 wins. Beginning of the year going to be tough. Let me bring that up again. Let me see. So let's look at it, Bubba, since you got money on it. Let's bring it down. See, they need this one. They need this one. They need one of the 2, right? They can't lose the both going and limping into the playoffs, right? You can't lose the 2. It'll be interesting what this Brooklyn game will be like because more likely Brooklyn will be their matchup. So I don't know if they're going to be full force for Brooklyn. So this could be a scary game. And then not even that, Brooklyn might need this game too to stay in the 6th seed and not drop in the 7th and not have to play in the playoffs. So yeah, you're right. That's going to be real tough. That's going to be real tough, Bubba. Hopefully you get that. I'm rooting for you, bro. Rooting for you. Yeah, they always struggle against Boston. They always struggle. They always struggle for sure. Hey man, y'all out here, man. Go ahead, share the show. Right? Let's get more people on here. It's early morning stuff. I got sexy white hand coming with my coffee soon. You guys got to get a sexy white hand assistant. If you don't got a sexy white hand assistant, I don't know what's wrong. Y'all not living right. All right, let's get it. Let's bring up the sports book. Let's get into the bets. 11. We talked about the Sixers for about 11 minutes, man. The show's only going to be like a half an hour. My sports book of choice have been DraftKings. DraftKings has been been treating me well lately. If you don't know, go ahead and follow me on Money Pop Podcast on all you. Oh, sexy white hand. Come on in the screen. You're all right. Go ahead. Go ahead. Bring it in. Go ahead. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. Come on. Come on. We got to see. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Sexy white hand. Sexy white hand. Appreciate you. You guys got to get one of those. God damn, sexy white hand shit is strong. Shit. Damn. Woo. Woo, that woke you up. Oh, man. All right. Oh, man. All right, let me bring up the sports book. Let me bring my head down a little bit, bring up the screen. Let me take off the banner, bring me down a little bit. All right. Let's get into these bets, man. Let's do what we do. You already know. All right, I talked about the best bet of the day for myself. Right now, Embiid averages 27. It was 27, I believe, 11 and a half to almost 12 and a half, and I think like 3 assists against the Bucks in his career. And let's bring up, just show you what I'm looking at here. Game log. What was it? Yeah, 26. What a season, 26, 9, and 7. But over his career, in the last couple of games, he's averaged more. So my best bet of the day is going to be Joel Embiid. I got it really early this morning, about 8:30 this morning when the line drops. Is Embiid over 10.5 rebounds at plus 105. I think that's a decent bet. Get him to get over 11 rebounds. I mean, Lopez is really not a threat to me. I think Embiid's got to be a beast on the boards for them to win this game, in my opinion. I'm getting a guy who averages over 11 rebounds against this team across his career with plus money. Give me 10.5. Give me Joel Embiid over 10.5 plus 105 for my best bet of the day. Embiid, the killer. Now, there's a couple other plays I was looking at. It's going to be tough, man. It's going to be a tough game. 31.5 is a lot. I was looking at James's over here. 2 out of the 3 games, James has scored 30 against the Bucks. The one game, I think he had like 15 and 12. But the other 2, I think the last game he had 39. The other game he had 32. The only problem with James right now is that Achilles tendon. And the way we've seen James is a in the game flow type of player. If you notice that when he has these big layoffs, it takes some time to get his legs under him. It takes some time to kind of get warmed up. When he came back from that nice layoff that he had, I think he had like 8 or almost a week off. He came back and he shot like shit. And then the next game, he kind of came into his own. For them to win this game, James has got to score 25 points. You know, James is going to have to really score 25 points. So I was looking at James. Maxi's right there. Like one of the 2 has got to score over 25 points for them to have a chance in this game. I would seem to tend to lean to to the star on the team and James. Tough one, man. I didn't have I would lean James over 20.5 if you're looking to bet something else in this game. If you don't like the 10.5, I would lean the over James 20.5. And I also leaned the Giannis to have over 11.5 rebounds. This has jumped up. This was at minus 125 at 8 o'clock. He's averaged almost 12 to 13 rebounds against the Sixers. Giannis is going to go to work today. They need this win in a big way. He needs to show up. The problem is when he gets full head of steam and they do any switch, he can't do that against Embiid. He has trouble doing it against Embiid, obviously, because Embiid is 7'2", 7'1", or whatever how tall Embiid is. So from a game flow perspective, Giannis is going to have to switch off on small defenders to get some playmaking ability. And when Embiid in the middle, I mean, it's going to be tough for him to get, 11.5. I see him getting around like 12.5. It's going to be close. But if any bet I was going to go again with, just because of the average, just because the numbers kind of point to that direction, give me over Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's the first time I said that the right way. Over 11.5 rebounds. I would do this over James over the 20, but I do like this bet. I do like the James over 20.5. I think the line's about right. I think he gets 23, 25 points. He's gonna have to. What did he have last game? What did Harden have last game? Let me see that real quick. I think he had like 23 last game, right? Who they play? They play Toronto. What was that box score? He had 23. He had 23, 11, and 3. Yeah. So yeah, he's gonna and he didn't even have a great shooting day. He had an okay shooting day. 9 for 14, 3 for 6. See, he starts to heat up. He's got to get games under him to kind of get going. Let me look real quick. Milwaukee had 38-9. He had 38, 10, and 9 the last time they played. And then there was a game, I think, in November. He had 35, 7, and 8. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like against them, he does well. I don't know what the matchup is, but he definitely does well against them. So I would definitely lean over and what's his name? Harden over 20.5. Don, what up, bro? What up? Why do you think Harden would leave? I mean, where there's smoke, there's usually fire, right? So the talks about him wanting to go back to Houston, there probably some merit there, and they've done this a couple years now, and he's chasing, he's ring chasing. Now going back to Houston doesn't make any sense, but supposedly he has a thing for Houston. So I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. But if they don't get out the second round, then there's going to be some changes for sure. And what that looks like, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know right now, to be honest. But those are my 3 top bets for this for the Bucks versus Sixers game. And my prediction is, it looked like it dropped. It was at 5.5. Money line sounds about right. If I was betting the side, I'm not betting the side. I'm taking player props. If I was betting the side, this is a Bucks line, by the way. -5 is definitely a Bucks line. I would take the Sixers because I think it's going to be a very close game. I think the money line makes a lot of sense if you like the Sixers today, but I would take the +5. I think there's a really good chance that the Sixers win today. I think they need to win today. Both teams are in a kind of must-win team, especially the Bucks, to stay in the number 1 seed because they want home court advantage throughout the playoffs. So that is if you're taking the side. My best bet of the day on this game is Embiid over 10.5. My second best bet would be Antetokounmpo over 11.5. And I would lean over Harden over 20.5 points. Those are my 3 bets for this game. If you like all 3, go ahead and type in MPP in the chat. And let's get it moving to some more games, some more bets, because I got some more goddamn money to make for y'all, man. This ain't a game. We running this thing up. All right. I got a little parlay for you. A little parlay. We're going to do a little parlay on the other games today. So let's go back. Phoenix is coming on, right? With Durant back, Phoenix is starting to come on. They won the last 4 or 5 games that they've played. Durant is kind of getting back into shape here. This was at minus, I think, 4.5. It's jumped up a little bit here already, but I expect the Suns to win this game. This line is short, man. It's really a short line. I would think it'd be a little bit more than this, but I'm going to go with the better team, who I know is the better team. Give me money line. Here's a 2-team parlay here. Give me money line on Phoenix, and then give me money line on Atlanta. Something's wrong with Dallas. I don't know what. I don't really care to what. They've lost 4 out of the last 5 on the road. Could be due here, but Atlanta does not want to fall out of the 8th seed. They do not want to fall in the 9th seed to kind of fight their way in to get in. They want to stay where they are or improve on that. I think Atlanta needs to win this game in a big way. I do like the over 2 here. I think it's going to be a lot of points score here as well, but I think Atlanta wins the game. Give me Atlanta money line bet. So I got a 2-team bet here. 2-team money line bet. Phoenix and Atlanta both win. That's plus 140. I take it plus 1 money. I know the key with parlays is to bet small, to win big, but I'm just taking a win here. I think this is a good bet, and it's a strong bet. Both teams against teams. One team is just obviously better than the next team, and then this team is going against a team that's still trying to figure out and doesn't know what the hell is going on. Can't play no defense either. So give me both these teams. I wouldn't be surprised if Trae Young goes off in this game. So give me Atlanta Hawks and the Phoenix Suns, 2-team money line, plus 140. Put that in. Now, if you like to bet small to win big, right? If you like to bet small to win big still, and you want something to kind of cook on, like a big parlay, right? So let's take that play. Let's put now this is not, I'm not betting this. Just FYI, I'm not betting this, but this is something that I will put together. Get our money line here. Get our plus 105. So that's all I have for NBA today. Let's switch it up. Let's go to baseball. All right. God damn it. We not going to get swept, are we? We not going to get swept. Give me the Phillies. Right? Give me the Phillies today. We not going to get swept. We'll show up today. And then who else did I have today? Let me check my bets. Let me check my notes real quick, y'all. And if y'all got something there, man, drop them. Let me know. Drop a couple bets in there. Y'all need to know. Y'all want to look at. Come on, DraftKings, don't do this on me on my phone. Let me log in here, baby. Because I already got these bets locked in. So I'm gonna give you guys some more bets to. Oh, that's. Oh no, well that's. You know what? I'm gonna do this one instead. I like this one instead. Let me see what this is. Castellanos has been hitting well. As much shit people give him, he's been hitting well. I think he's got a double or 2 already. But give me Castellanos over total bases 1.5. I think he's plus money. Oh, he's 105. Yeah, give me Nick over 105 total bases. They ain't changed his motherfucking Philly shit. Like, we can't change that up. DraftKings, come on now. Look at Schwarber. Schwarber's still in the Cubs shit. What are they doing out here? What was another bet that I really liked that I have on here? Castellanos total bases. Oh, that's the other bet. All right. And we'll add one more. We'll add one more baseball bet to this one. We're going to the Angels. Ohtani. Give me him on his total bases today. Both of them are going against lefties. I think they both bat pretty decent against lefties. But give me total base. So if you don't know what total bases is, A total base bet means that the player has to get on base. Like a single is 1, a double is 2, a triple is 3, a home run is 4, right? So if they get 1 hit, 1 single, that's 1 total base. If they get 1 hit, but they hit a double, they get 2 total bases. So you kind of get my gist. They get 2 singles, 2 total bases. So, if Ohtani goes deep today, which I think is a good shot that he might hit a home run today, just calling home runs are tough. I can't, you know what I mean? Like, there's like a lottery ticket. It's a scratchy ticket. But give me Ohtani over 1.5. So right now we're at plus 20 to 1, plus 2,000. Let's look at the bet. We got the Suns, we got the Hawks, Embiid over 10.5, Nick Castellanos over total bases, and Shohei Ohtani over 1.5. You bet all those in a parlay. That's 20 to 1. It's a 20 to 1 bet. 20 to 1 bet. Not betting. I'm not saying betting it, but this would be a sample of betting small to win big. So you put 25 on there, you walk away with 500. All right, you walk away with 500. How can you not like that bet? $25 win you 500. So for those watching, again, let's go run through it. Suns money line, Hawks money line, Embiid over 10.5 rebounds, Nick Castellanos over 1.5 total bases, and Shohei Ohtani over 1.5 total bases as well. That is 20 to 1 bet on the day. All right. What's my time looking like? We got about a couple more minutes till I get out of here. Let me go back to the chat, see what we're talking about. Do the Sixers get more cap space if Tobias or Harris leaves? I would assume so. Right. I haven't looked at that as of yet. We already know Tobias was a max player, but I'm not sure the way that works. It'd be interesting who leaves. Like if Tobias leaves, does Harden stay? Because they can use that money to go get another player, right? I mean, we are a destination. Like, let's not get it twisted. People are going to want to play with us. So, I don't know. It's a good good question. I'm not sure. Rockets over 11.5. Against what they play they play the Lakers, right? Yeah, that's not a bad bet. It's not a bad. Anthony Davis has been playing like a madman. What he got, like 38 and 17 last game, which is kind of what he should be doing anyway. Trying to think. Hey, Eddie don't like that. Lakers win by 20, huh? Lakers win by 20. Bubba, you said the Sacramento line is moved a couple times, favoring the Kings more. Let's take a look. I didn't look at the Kings line. Let's go back to basketball. Who they play? Kings? Oh, Sacramento. Oh, the Spurs? Oh, 17? Hey, that's so many points, man. God, but the Spurs probably get blown out like that too. Let me bring up the Spurs real quick. Yeah, they've lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They've lost. They're 1-8 in their last 9. They lost by 15 last game. They lost by 11. They lost by damn near 50 against the Celtics. They lost by 12 against the Wizards, 50 against the Bucks. Kind of makes sense. They seem like they're getting their ass blown out by good teams, are beating them by 20. So let's see the Kings in terms of standings. Where are the Kings? They're third. 4 back from Denver. Right now they play the Clippers. And these boys are young, so they probably don't give a shit who they play. Can they catch Memphis? Memphis is on the road today, right? Against the Bulls, which is a short line. What's Memphis got left? Memphis got Chicago, Portland, New Orleans, Milwaukee, and OKC. 4 of the last 5 games are on the road for Memphis. So the best would be 4-1. More probable is 3-2. They beat the bullshit. They beat the bullshit out of Portland. At New Orleans could be tough. At Milwaukee definitely will be tough. They probably lose that game. And the Memphis line today is short against Chicago because Chicago's in a must-win game, right? Chicago's what? 10th seed. Yeah, they need to stay there. They can't afford to lose. Yeah, that line is interesting, bro. Lakers win by 20. Yeah, 17-point spreads are crazy, bro. I'm not even going to hold you. They are crazy. I can't. That's a lot of points. It started at 15, up now 17. Yeah. 17 and a half in my book. Yeah. See, I think with some of these plays, they like I kind of like I don't mind against the Spurs though, a good team, maybe a half, maybe the first half, first quarter might be a better bet. 17 that's interesting. I know, right? I'll see you, Don. 17 is a lot of points. It is a lot of points. I probably wouldn't bet it. I would find value somewhere else. That's just me. But some people might take this though. You know, some people might see some player props here. Some of these teams, somebody that's a player gets hot because the team's bad and they hit their player prop. It's just I'm looking elsewhere, and you guys have already seen that earlier today. So, yeah. Let me yeah, I don't know about that one, man. If you want to bet it, if you like it, go ahead and bet it, and I'll keep a lock on what that looks like. But those are the bets of the day today. I want to thank everybody for joining. It's been a hell of a nice, good run that we've had here on A2D in terms of bets. Little ups and downs, but I feel good about today. I feel good about the bets that we have in. I feel good about the Embiid bet that I have was my best bet. I feel good about the 2-team parlay that we have. So those are the 2 bets that I'm going with today. A lot of bets today, but in that parlay, I don't know about that parlay. It'd be nice to hit. I do have some baseball bets today too that I'll drop as well. Go ahead and go to Money Pop Podcast on all social media platforms. I'll drop it in the A2D chat as well. So if you guys are not part of A2D, you guys need to get part of A2D because the train is going to keep going. It stops at a couple stops, but it does not stop. So jump on Facebook and make sure you guys are jumping on the goddamn money train, man. Thank you, Don, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, UConn definitely winning the championship for sure. I think there's a no, it was a FAU bet that was like $100,000 out there. I was that's such a bad beat to lose like that. That's sports though, bro. That really is. That's sports, man. That's sports, man. So thanks, man. This is what I do, man. This is what I do. If y'all don't know, y'all need to get on the goddamn money train, man. This is what we do, man. And all we do is trying to win money with each other. That's it, man. And if I'm play follow leader and I'm leading y'all into the right way, I'm bringing you guys information to make sure that it's so much easier for you guys to look. So you don't have to do the work. I've already done the work, and you guys get to choose. I like what he's saying. That makes sense. Or sit back and watch me bet and run on the hot wave, because I do get on these heaters. People who follow me know I run this shit up, right? I've gone on 10-2 stretches, 11-3 stretches on the whole week. So you already should know if you've been following. If not, get with me. So this is Moss Money. This is Money Pop Podcast. Good luck on all your bets. I'll see you guys next week.